Are you making this $30,000 hiring mistake? Your B players are bleeding you dry, and deep down, you know it. How do I know? Because as a high performance coach to entrepreneurs for the past 16 years, and a master's degree in positive organizational psychology, and been operating my own businesses for about 20 years, I've seen this story play out more times than I can count. And let me tell you, it ain't pretty. Here's a fact you might not know. A bad hire costs you 30% of that employee's first year earnings. So for a 100 grand employee, that's $30,000 down the drain. That's according to the US Department of Labor. But here's a real issue. What's costing you even more is the opportunity cost of not having an A player in this role. And as I'm telling you this, I'm reminding myself, because I know I've got a couple of B players in my own organization, which is costing me right now. Not to worry. I've got a question that will help you get clear on who you need to upgrade on your team. And that question is, what would Mark Cuban do? Or you can insert Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, or whoever you deem to have good entrepreneurial instincts. The point is that you got to ask yourself a question about what would one of your mentors do? And that's a question I pose to my million a month client, Josh Pather. Now, my million a month clients are entrepreneurs who are doing over 200K a month in revenue and now wanting to break that million a month mark consistently. Help them upgrade their self-image, their identity, their marketing, their physiology, their psychology, everything so that they can start hitting these $1 million months. So with Josh, he was waiting on a sales agency he hired to help him crank out more sales, to close more on the phone. And in 6 weeks, they made 0 sales. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. So when I asked him on one of our first calls together, I asked him, well, what are you going to do? And he fed me the usual BS I hear from entrepreneurs all the time. Oh, well, they say the sales are coming soon. Just like wait a week or two. They come in. They're just getting things dialed in. Blah, 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 blah. So I channeled The Rock and told him straight, it doesn't matter what they have to say. Then, knowing Josh is a Dallas native and a big Mark Cuban fan, I dropped the Cuban bomb. I said, Josh, what would Mark Cuban do in this situation? Suddenly, clarity hit Josh like a light bulb. Mark Cuban would fire their asses and get an A team in ASAP, he said. And that's exactly what Josh did. The result? Josh hired an A-player sales manager who's turning his in-house sales team into a $1 million a month department. But Josh isn't alone. Another client of mine, Jaime Bihar, was accepting B-player results from his marketing team because he didn't know much about marketing. So I gave Jaime a crash course in what his marketing needs to look like in order to get to $1 million a month in revenue. And when I did this, Jaime realized how poor his current team was. So within a week, Jaime upgraded his team. Now he's done 2 record-breaking months back to back with more to come. So here's the truth for you. If you're not at $1 million a month yet, one of the reasons is because you've got B players holding you back. And deep down, you know it. So wake up. When I was studying positive organizational psychology in grad school, they hammered home one crucial fact. Making the right hire isn't just important, it's everything. So here's a fact. Top performers are 400% more productive than average ones. And that comes from the consulting group McKinsey. That means that 1 A player can replace 4 B players. So start upgrading your team now before you talk yourself out of it, before you make another excuse for that underperforming team member. Remember, every day you wait is another day you're not at $1 million a month. So ask yourself, what would Mark Cuban do? Now listen, if you're an entrepreneur who's doing over 200K a month and you're looking to break that $1 million a month mark, or if you're an entrepreneur earning over 150K per year in revenue and you want some help making hiring or even firing decisions, or if you'd like to discuss how I can help you quantum leap your revenue, book a free coaching call on my calendar by clicking the link in the comments or description. Hurry and do it now, because I promise you I will not be doing these free calls forever. To your unstoppable success, Mark Dharma, high-performance coach to 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs since 2008, unleashing your entrepreneurial potential to quantum leap your revenue. CEO and founder of Supercharged Entrepreneurs, bachelor's degree in sports science and physiology, master's in positive organizational psychology, advanced NLP and hypnotherapy specialist. P.S. If you're making over 150 grand a year from your business, you have got nothing to lose and everything to gain in booking a free coaching call with me while you still can. For the past 16 years, I've helped entrepreneurs like you go from 6 to 7 figures and go from 7 figures to $1 million a month. Click the link in the comments now and book your free coaching call.